I'm Marina Drummond, and I've been working with the UN Teamworks initiative on assisting and facilitating the dialogues for the economics of sustainable development, and that's been something absolutely amazing. We've had so much participation. It's really been something very dynamic. I'm half Brazilian and half English, and so I've managed to see things from a dual perspective, and also it's been absolutely marvellous to be able to deal with all of the issues across all levels. And I'm working with FGB at the moment, a think tank here in Brazil, and with Professor Flores, who has been very helpful during all this period. Now this initiative was absolutely extraordinary in the sense that it was really the first time, in my view, when civil society got involved with a governmental initiative and also with the UN and stopped having a critical stance, was sort of put on the spot and said, listen, stop criticising the system and actually get involved providing some solutions for that. And in the facilitation, that was really the thing, to try and get more concrete, practical proposals out of people to see how we could fix the issues which we see that need to be addressed at the moment across all levels. And so in our case, the economics of sustainable development, that meant dealing with things from changing KPIs to examining the situation in Bhutan, with the happiness index, to stopping subsidies going to practices which are environmentally destructive, to across all boards. And it was really a new, fascinating initiative. Obviously there were difficulties in some of the way it was done, because often there wasn't enough visibility on all recommendations, and so sometimes it would have been helpful to regroup many recommendations, for example on GDP, under one level. But on the whole, I really do think that this experiment, if I may call it that, has been very dynamic, and in the future I do think that giving it a wider public really will manage to change the way that international negotiations are made, because the Brazilian government has been very brave, in a sense, to allow this initiative to go forward and to dedicate so much time to it. We've got 4 days for the full negotiation and analysis of everything which has been going on. And here in the dialogues just now, I was watching the first dialogue, and really there was such a huge dynamic between not only the panelists but also the people who were watching, and lots of questions and lots of regrouping of issues. And I really do think that we're sort of at the beginning of a new way of making policy and adjusting things, and really for me the most important bit is changing people's perspective from one of being merely passive to actually active participants in the international scene, and environmentally friendly initiatives. And so to fundamentally to address the greatest challenge, if I may say so, of our age, which would be to decouple human progress from environmentally destructive practices. And I believe this is a good step in that direction.